Alright, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 7 of this little thing I like to call Car Thoughts. How's everyone doing? How are you? Are you okay? If not, get some help, please. You guys are probably wondering why the video kind of looks a little bit, I would say it looks a little bit better than it did on my other cameras because I'm using my phone right now. I'm just trying to see how this looks in comparison. So far it looks really good, but I kind of left this all in another video that I made. I accidentally made one that I titled episode 8, and I kept calling it episode 8 the entire time, so I recorded that, edited it, and I realized, oh no, I haven't done an episode 7 yet, because I forgot, and I'm a loser. So I'm going to upload that after I upload this video, and yeah, we're just gonna go from there. So today, oh my gosh, that was horrifying. There is a red balloon sticking out of one of the sewer grates. That was horrifying. I'm pretty sure they probably did that intentionally because they just put up a ton of balloons everywhere, but I don't know. So actually, that's a great starting point. Let's start right there. Horror movies. Let's talk about horror movies today. Why not? Personally, for me, I get scared super easily. I get it from my mom because ever since I was a kid, I would always look over at her anytime we're watching like a scary movie. It's always the ears and like kind of like the closing of the eyes a little bit. So I'd be like kind of following suit. That, and I get scared so easily. It's annoying. But for me, it's horror, like anything really. And here's kind of what started it. When I was a kid, my older sister, she found a video on YouTube called, I think it's like a Bloody Mary video. And if you guys don't know what this video is, it's a very old video back from like 2004 or 5. It was a two-parter, I believe. And these girls, they made this video about like what would happen if they did the whole Bloody Mary thing in the mirror. Yeah, kind of traumatizing because the very first part of the video, or the very first video, they were kind of, oh yeah, haha, this is so dumb, what the heck? And I don't really remember. I think one of them dies, but I can't remember. And then the second video that they made, is the other one's just kind of like running away from Bloody Mary, and the freaking Bloody Mary is just like swinging her arms around, so it was freaking me out. And then it ends, you know, she dies too. Spoiler alert. So that video freaked me out to the point that I couldn't sleep for about 2 weeks because I was so traumatized. And anytime that I'd hang out with friends, I felt like I needed to share that traumatization that I felt when I watched it. So I would put it up for them, and then I'd sit like with my back basically to the video, so then I didn't have to see. And they're like, what's going on? Why aren't you watching? I'm like, just watch it, it's a cool video. None of them really believed it, unfortunately. But now with horror movies, it's gotten to the point where you just kind of like see, I don't know, I think thrillers kind of freak me out a lot more than horror movies do, because it's more like the ba 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 ba, that type of thing that would kind of freak me out a lot more. But it's not really like the gore, it's not the story or anything, it's just the jump scares. Those are what freak me out every single time I watch one of those videos. So it's every jump scare that would always freak me out. I hate it. Even when I'm playing video games, like there are some pretty tame video games. If you've ever played BioShock, for me that's freaky. When I was younger, when I started playing that, I wasn't even younger. I think I was a sophomore or a junior when I first started playing that game, because it was a girl, super cute, liked that game. So I'm like, I'm gonna start playing it. And of course, when did I decide to play it? 2 in the morning, dark, on a projector screen in my basement, which I still play on right now, but it was at 2 in the morning. And I'm playing this game, and it's freaking me out, because you got the big daddies who are just like walking around, just kind of destroying these freaking people that are living in this underwater metropolis. Horrifying to me. And I was a junior. I had plenty of life under my belt, and it still freaked me out. But then another thing that kind of freaks me out are like religious, like scary things. Because for me, I'm a religious person, right? I have my views on the world, everyone else has their own views on the world, and we kind of live like that. So the way I view these types of movies, I'm like, I swear, like if I were, because I've been in positions like that, like exorcisms and stuff. I've never personally dealt with an exorcism, but I've personally dealt with like dark spirits and stuff. Horrifying. the type of stuff that, like, it makes me tremble right now, even thinking about it, because I'm like, I honestly don't want to talk about it. So we're just gonna leave it at that. But when it comes to religious horror, there's this game called Outlast. Outlast, the very first one, you're in like a hospital, so it's like, of course, it's like an abandoned like psych ward type hospital thing. So of course it's gonna be freaky, because if you go to like a psych ward, they're kind of freaky as is. But then in an abandoned one where these massive monsters are kind of running around, and these people who are just like freaking out at you because of you know, this thing or that thing, yeah, it's pretty horrifying. But in the next one, what do you get? You have, I think it's like based in the South, like Bible Belt type stuff, where they're so religious, they're like the born again Christians, that if you go against them at all, like their God or whatever, they will not like fear to use like lethal force on you, that type of religious scaring. That stuff freaks me out because it brings so many bad omens. It is insane. So I remember back when I was in 9th grade, I would hang out with a buddy of mine. His name is Cooper. We would hang out almost every other day after school. We would kind of go over to his house. We would go over to mine. I feel like we went over to his house more than mine, but whatever. There was one night, it was me, him, and his mom, and we watched. I think I'll put in like I'll put a little title down here at the bottom. It's not gonna be this big. It's probably gonna be like that big. Of what the actual movie was. I think it was The Conjuring. The Conjuring, if you guys don't know what the movie is about, it's about this little girl goes to a yard sale. She finds this really cool box that has like Hebrew on it, and yeah, they're selling it, so she buys it. Turns out the box is completely cursed with this like old like Hebrew demon or whatever. Yeah, literally after that, me and my friend and his mom, we kind of just looked at each other, and they're just like, I feel like we should pray right now. I think we did. I can't remember if we did or not, but I think we did. This is around the time I wasn't really religious, but I always said to people that I'm like of this certain religion. And they're just like, oh, maybe we should like pray or something. I think I did. I can't remember. Yeah, absolutely horrifying. So after that time, I remember for basically the rest of my life, I'm like, any type of religious horror movie, it's not exactly tied on religion, but it's like, I guess religious based, because it's a Hebrew demon, that type of thing, and there's like Jews who are kind of helping this demon kind of get back into the box, that type of thing. But it's been since then that I don't know, it freaks me out. Yeah. Alright, there's going to be one more thing I was going to tell you guys, but in thinking about it and in making this video, I kind of forgot what it was. So I'm just going to leave with this. I still watch scary movies, not to the degree that anybody else does, at all. There are some people who are like obsessed with scary movies. I can't do scary movies. If I'm with a cute girl, you know where it's at. You know where I'm at. Except not, probably. I don't know. I don't really go on dates or girls. What? Okay, but on the girls part, let's go back to that really quick. So back when I was in 8th grade, I think, I asked this girl out, and we went over to her house. Basically, like, I think it was the same day that I asked her out, something like that. And what did we watch? We watched the first Insidious movie. If you guys haven't seen this movie, it's pretty good. Like, I really like the first one. The second one kind of helps the explanation of what's happening in the first one, and I still haven't seen the third one. So literally this day, we're like, yeah, let's go over to my house. So she has a twin who I think had either her boyfriend or just a friend over. So it was all four of us down in the basement of where she lives, watching this movie on a massive TV. So if I'm ever watching like a scary movie with like a girl or the homies, I usually get a little bit braver. I would say I'd probably get really brave in like a group if I'm with a girl, but if it's just me and a girl, I'm not afraid to be like freaking out the entire time, because it's like you got to get to know the person for real. So for me and one girl, it's kind of horrifying for me. For me and the homies, we kind of like hanging out. Me and a girl and the homies, I get brave and I get hilarious. I get really, really funny. So since this day, it was me, this girl, her sister, and I think either a friend or her boyfriend. We were downstairs. Gosh, what the heck? Freaking fucking last day. Cops, go do something. Like, that was the 4th cop I've seen on this road. Jeez. It's the last day of the month that I'm recording this, so of course there's going to be a reason for all these cops to be out, because they got to hit their quota. Crazy. Back to what I was saying. When we were watching this movie, I wouldn't freak out. Like, I was holding her hand, and every now and again I kind of tense, like if a thing jumped out at me, but I would kind of make a joke about it, so it'd be whatever. The entire time she's like almost screaming at me every time something happened, because I didn't scream or freak out. And I literally looked at her and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be real honest, I'm freaked out right now, but I'm trying to play it off cool. She's like, no, you don't have to play it off cool, just like freak out a little bit. Literally at that moment, something on the screen just jumps out at us and freaks me out, to the point that literally even like the other 2 that we were with, they kind of looked over at me, they were just like, you haven't done anything this whole movie, and this is the one time you're actually decided to do something? Okay. Like, yeah. So ending on that story, please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Please like this video, it helps me out a lot. Please comment down below what you like, what you didn't like. Please share this as well. I don't know if you want your friends to be seeing this as well, but if you do, absolutely share it. It's just a little side project that I'm doing, so helps me out because I get to do more of this. It's fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me everywhere, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace!